With the weather still very warm, all 14 members continued to finish setting up the antennas and sleeping tents. By 5 p.m. local time, VI5BN was on air and working Europe on the long path over South America.
Oceania 220. From Oceania 220, St. Peter Island.
Foxtrot 8, Delta Zulu uniform, your fifth. Sugar, Mike 5, Charlie, Alpha
With the
Kilo,
help of the
59.
W3 NQN design bandpass filters, it was possible to operate all three stations simultaneously with little or no interference. The first evening, Thursday, was very busy, and the VI5BN crew were able to work right through the night. Peter was kept very busy on CW, and looking at the location of the high-gain Patriot AV640 vertical, it is easy to see why, with an excellent saltwater path in all directions. Operating from the beach leaves little protection from the wind, and on the Saturday, the wind was expected to be 60 knots from the north. This raised the ambient temperature into the high 30s, and in Ceduna, mercury reached 41 degrees Celsius. Along with the hot northerly came thousands of flies. The boys had plenty of tropical strength insect repellent, but these flies may not have experienced the repellent before and just ignored it. Jack hung some duct tape from the ceiling of the tent to catch the flies, but the best method was to drag the tape across the fly wire and dispose of the trapped insects. Normally sand monitors are very shy, but it seemed that this one knew where all the flies were gathering and was keen to enter the tent to catch one or two.
Yeah, stand by the Echo Alpha 5, stand by Echo Alpha 5, 9 America, you're first.
All of the group's previous IOTA expeditions have used the same power plant, the 2 kVA Honda EU20. This unit was used to power all three stations, and 2 EU10s were on standby if required. Fuel consumption was excellent. For 106 hours of continuous operation, the EU20 consumed 60 litres of fuel.
What's the handle there, Arthur? Handle is 10
All of the log keeping was by hand, but eventually it would be transferred to computer. To save some time later, Max spent a lot of his spare time entering the VI5BN log into a spreadsheet. The members of the group all prefer to use handwritten logs whilst operating.
Over 5 for 10 metres.
Even in the dark, Max was still able to enter contacts into the spreadsheet. Along with the tri-band Yagi and multi-band vertical antennas, VI5BN used an inverted V at about 12 metres fed with ladder line. Also a 17 metre, 30 metre trapped dipole, fixed at a height of 12 metres. Jack Sutton flowform antenna kite was also used on the low bands.
Yeah, Sugar Nancy, go ahead. Roger, thank you for the 5 and 7. You're 5 and 9 in the clear. Foxtrot 5, Mike Sierra November, you're in the log. Thank you, sir. QRZ, this is Victor India 5, Papa November, listing 5 to 10 up.
Most days the temperature was in the 30s, and for this reason the boys tried to keep out of the sun. This meant spending most of the time in the operating tent.
Radio Alpha 6, is it, or Radio Alpha 3?
The VI5BN crew had arranged with Perry from Ceduna Boat Charter for a 10:30 a.m. local time Tuesday pickup. From previous experience, the team knew that it would take at least 4 hours to pack up all of the equipment. So at 6 a.m. local time, VI5BN closed down.
Good luck, QRZ. Yeah, Lima radio, big signal. Your full course on? Roger, roger. Is the after Italy 0, Charlie Lima radio, 59 plus 30, over. No, piano. Victor India 5, Papa November. Victor India 5, Peter November. Roger. Please raise there, Luciano. QRZ, Victor India 5, Papa November. Lifting 5 to 10 up. Stand by. Yankee Queen again. Yankee Queen, also 59, roger. Yeah, Radio Kilo 4, stand by.
With the Shark Cat waiting to depart, there was just enough time for the VI5BN crew members to assemble for a group photo. Crew members were Jack, VK3WW, a locksmith; Keith, VK3FT, a policeman; Max, VK3WT, a retired telecommunications engineer; Peter, VK3QI, a semi-retired school teacher; Back in Melbourne looking after the team was David, VK3EW. David did an excellent job keeping the DX community informed of the VI5BN operation. Also, with the assistance of Tom, VK3ZZ, and Roger, VK3FZ, he was able to arrange contacts with some South American stations. On previous expeditions, South America has proven to be very difficult to work. Knowing that another successful expedition was over, it was time to load and secure the last couple of items on board the transport vessel. One of the conditions set by Parks South Australia people was that we leave nothing behind on the island, so before departure it was important that the VI5BN team made a thorough check of the area around the campsite. The VI5BN team would like to thank everyone who assisted with the expedition, especially Perry Will from Ceduna Boat Charter, Brett Delzel and Kathy Zwick from Parks and Wildlife South Australia, and Peter Codrington from the Friends of St Peter Island. If you're in Ceduna and would like to experience a trip to St Peter Island, Perry from Ceduna Boat Charter can arrange an eco tour.
It's about my speed, Peter.